Hey guys, hope you are doing well. It's the spot here, and I'm Maddie, your host. In today's episode, we're here with my dearest Niki. Hi, Niki.
Hello, I'm so happy to be here.
Me too. Finally, I could catch you, bring you here. Huh?
Thank you so much.
That was not easy, believe me. So, as I told you before, we're here talking in English so that we can show that it's not that difficult to talk with your sister, in my case right now, in English. And we're trying to make you like feel kind of comfortable for our next episodes, so that if you like to be here with us, our guests, and talk with us, you can see today that it would be not that difficult that you think. We're gonna talk like everyday talking, but I try to ask some questions to facilitate this conversation here. And let's do it. Okay, Nick, what's up here? How are you doing?
I'm fine, thank you so much. Living life, trying to live life, And recently I arrived to you guys, my family.
Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Yeah, I'm okay.
Good. I totally understand that the situation, the society these days, especially these previous months, is not that okay. Is not okay at all, maybe for most of us. So
yeah,
I tried to start this podcast so that we can have kind of normal talking, maybe to feel free, so that we can pass some hours together.
Yeah, totally. Because life has these ups and downs, and we just should live it. We cannot do anything about it, and we just we should try to be okay, like overally.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. This is how we pass the time.
Yep.
So, as you know, this podcast is for those of those audience who is learning English.
Yes.
And as you can talk in English, I know that you had a journey. How has the English learning journey of yours started? Tell us about that.
Actually, I can say that I started with watching, animations and cartoons when I was like a little child, and then I didn't even know the alphabet. I just was like hearing everything and try to imitate the vowels. I didn't know any words. It was like crazy, but I just did it. And
how old were you at that time?
I guess I was like 6, 7. Yeah. So, and after that, I started to listen to lots of English musics, and it was very interesting for me. So I was like looking for the lyrics of the songs. So with that internet from those days, I started
the dial-up.
Yeah, totally. I started to find lyrics, and I saw the words. Sorry. So I was like, oh my God, it's like I should just learn something, learn the alphabet. And yeah, I tried.
At that moment, you find that, okay, I cannot read even,
Exactly.
right? Okay, so good.
So, yeah.
So it was your intention when you started like learning, reading, writing.
Yeah.
It was exactly the time that you needed that. So you were so serious of learning, right?
Yes, totally. Because I wanted to understand the meaning of the songs. So, yeah. I'm a musician, so that's why I was like, I figured that, oh my God, I really want to sing every piece correctly, because I was like singing but the words wasn't correct. I totally remember those days. I was like, I don't know what, maybe Avril Lavigne songs.
What?
It was like, so much of my night again. But I
It must
figured
be.
it should be like, so much for my happy ending, or something like that.
Do it again.
So much of my lucky ending. Like, and I was just imitating things, you know. But it was fun. But at the moment, I didn't understand that there is, you know, knowledge behind that, you know, because I was so little. And after that, I just figured, oh my God, if I want to sing it, I should sing it correctly, like when I'm singing Farsi. So, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. So it was like you started learning, and how was it? I know that you had never attended any courses. Tell us about your self-study then.
Yeah, actually, I didn't pass any, but I was just, you know, started with those lyrics, and then I grew up a bit, and I figured that I can watch, I'm interested in watching movies, you know. I was interested in American movies, so yeah. High School Musical stuff. And I was like dancing.
Going to tell you.
Exactly.
Tell us the most interesting one. High School Musical, right?
School, yeah, I was like dancing and singing. Actually, just built what I am right now, what I am here. You know, it built my mindset maybe about English, or thinking in English maybe, because I can see lots of my friends have this struggle that they are like, yeah, we cannot think in English. We should always translate everything from Persian to English. Or my Turkish friend, they are like, we should translate from our Turkish thoughts to English conversations and sentences, and it's frustrating.
It's like in most of the times the translation are just word by word, and you don't feel like you understand it well. That's why.
Yeah, exactly. So I just
so it was like you memorized the sentences that you liked, then you picked from them. I mean, you chose like the ones that you preferred them as your sentences. Am I right?
Yes, it was like a source for me. Even a source that it was like thinking behalf of me maybe, or instead of me maybe, you know.
Have you ever thought of this, that a child does this like in very early stages of our lives? We do the exact thing. Like, for example, if we are bringing up in a family of, I don't know, Turkish family, a Kurdish family, whatever. Yeah. So we get the sentences from our family. Whatever they use, whatever words they use would be ours, right?
Exactly. That's
so
sort of
your
crazy.
family in English were the movies and the songs.
Exactly.
And that's why your English speaking kind of rhyme.
Yeah, okay. Sometimes, you know, it's like sometimes there is no grammar in this. I change the place of some words in a sentence, and I suddenly make it understandable. I don't know how, exactly. But I just do this. I don't know.
So which one was your father? Which one your mother?
You were all my friends, you know.
That's it. Okay, cool. And no courses?
Yep.
Someone in your situation can easily start talking?
Yeah, because
with no
you know,
knowledge of maybe grammar.
Yeah, totally. Because my listening started to get better and better, and I was a good listener, I guess, and I was interested in languages in my whole life. So I just figured that out.
Also, you are interested in music as you said, you're a musician.
Yep.
So as a musician, they say you have to have good ears. Is it right?
Yeah, totally.
Does that help?
Yeah,
Okay.
Absolutely.
Okay, cool.
It's one of the elements that you should have, like a good ear. And if you don't have it, you should work on it.
This is exactly what I wanted to ask. Is that something that we can work on it? We can put some efforts to learn it, to get it?
Yes, exactly. You know, it depends on the person, because every people are different from another. Every character are different from another. So, you know, our bodies are different, and it really depends on that too. But overall, it's learnable, maybe. You know, you can learn how to sing, you can learn how to have a good ear, to help yourself, to sing, to have a good ability while you're speaking, or while you're giving a speech or something, you know. So it's like that.
You can catch it, right? Okay, good. And I think these information would work for us. Me as a teacher, the others as maybe teachers or English learners, whatever, language learners. As you said, maybe musicians.
Yes.
So we need to learn how to listen, like the details, how to hear maybe the details, right?
Totally.
Okay.
And also, you know, I grew up like, if you want to be a good singer, or if you want to talk very well, you should have this background in your family. So it's like genetic things. But you know, recent researchers, they shows that it's not like that, and you can like catch all the things. It's like an ability, and you can catch the how can I say that, the base of everything, the base information of everything, and learn it. So you can improve yourself. Yeah, some people learn it very fast, some people not. But at the end of the day, you're gonna figure it out, and with practice, everything gonna solve. Yeah.
Even with different accents.
Yes.
So your ears are gonna used to that accent.
Exactly. So, you know, like when we watch a British series, we're gonna change our accent to British.
It has the influence
suddenly
on us.
Yes, exactly.
Or it happens even in Farsi.
Yeah.
یکم اصفهانی صحبت یا صحبت
سه تا دختر داره، یکی از یکی لوسته.
Exactly. So
I really love it,
also
actually.
It affects our speaking accents. When I remember, like when I started working in Turkey,
Yes.
they were like the books and the audios were exactly the British accent. The first time that we were talking, you told me that, you mentioned it. Like, wow,
I was like,
a British
dude,
accent.
you just changed. Your accent changed. You were like, you were there for, I don't know, maybe after 2 months. We were like talking in English, and I was like, okay, when did you change your accent to British, girl? I mean, just come back.
Yeah.
Come back to
It
us
was
Americans.
Unconscious. It is actually unconscious. You don't want it maybe, but it has the influence on you, and you get it. And yeah, I kind of miss that.
Yeah, start a British series maybe.
Yeah, I should. So let me say that, okay, you're a vocalist.
Yes.
And a vocal coach. How is the life going in any of these parts?
So, being a vocalist in Iran, you know. So I'm not gonna tell the whole story, but it sort of sucks, you know, as a girl. So I couldn't like have lots of good experiences in Iran. But as a vocal coach, yes, brilliant. I really loved it. And I found lots of, you know, I had this chance to have good students beside myself. So, right? Did I say it correctly?
Yeah, by myself.
By
maybe.
myself, yeah.
That would work.
So, yeah, I enjoyed being a vocal coach. And I always like learning lots of new things with them, and I'm happy about it. But being a vocalist in other countries, yeah, it was very, very nice, and I could have good experiences like The Voice, maybe.
Yeah, The Voice.
Yeah,
I'm gonna ask you about it, but would you like to tell us about the challenges maybe you have in Iran? I mean, you said I don't want to, but if you want to share some of them, maybe, because I know most girls who are listening, they want to know what challenges you face here.
Actually, whenever I think about it, it's sort of so dark for me, and you know, there is lots of how can I say it in English? Wait a sec.
Are you thinking of only the part that girls are not allowed to sing in public, or also the performance that you cannot do?
It's not just about not having the permission to sing, and this is so fucking crazy. Like, what is this sentence?
Important part of that, isn't it?
It's like saying that out loud is so crazy.
Yeah.
Not having the permission to sing.
Yeah.
But you're like, okay, I cannot sing in public. At least I have my friends, you know, support or something, you know, my musicians, friend support. But like for male singers or male musician in Iran is like, they try their best, but at the end they have their performance and they don't even care. Did you go on the stage or not? If you're beside them and you're trying to sing back vocal or something, and suddenly the sound engineer cuts your sound from the live show, and you're like, oh my God, like I worked for this performance a lot.
Just a second. Let us make it clear. You were there with a boy singer, like musicians. Yes. Okay, so the two of you were the vocalists. You had to be the back vocal.
To get the permission. To
get the like for getting this permission, you had to show that your name was as written as a back vocal, not as a main vocal. Or lead vocal.
Yeah.
But how about the performance itself? You were going to have it like a normal vocalist, a lead vocal as well, or not? You were really a back vocal.
Actually, no. Actually, it was like some part of the song belonged to me. But my name just written as a back vocal.
To get this permit.
Exactly.
Okay,
so that's
in real show you were the vocalist, and that guy was the vocalist. But in some parts,
they cut my voice.
They cut it like for projections. Oh.
And so imagine really my family, my friends, lots of fans were there.
So we didn't hear your voice exactly. So you
I was like trying to just be a bit louder.
But the pitch was low. I mean,
the volume.
The volume was going down.
Yeah, this is so crazy. That's why I really try to not remember.
So the next time you wouldn't
things.
have this like passion to go on the stage.
And have other imagine other obstacles as well, like I should wear lots of
job
things that I really didn't want to have.
And it was hot. I can remember
Yes. Oh my God.
some of them that I was there. It was like you had a lot of instruments around you. At the same time, you had to wear this scarf and some clothing, like long sleeves. Okay, so it was kind of torturing.
Yeah, it is so hard, you know. At the end, you're like, okay, I don't really want to go to the next show. I prefer to stay at home. That's why I stayed at home a lot of time. A lot of time in my lifetime when I was like a teenager or something. So, and it makes you so depressed. Being a girl and a vocalist in Iran make you depressed.
Exactly. So, and how about some single tracks that you had? I remember you had some for some movies.
Oh yes, I did.
And they had to get the permission as well.
Actually, for the movies that I worked for, it was like a TV series or something. I don't even know the name, imagine. But they used my voice like a vowel things, not, you know, like,
oh my God.
Something like that. So scary. Wow. I made a very scary note just now.
Okay.
So it was okay. It was okay for them. They didn't.
As long as you don't pronounce some words.
Yes, it's so dangerous, you know.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so totally you just wanted to forget about everything here, and you wanted to move, maybe
move
to
on,
immigrate.
actually,
Yeah, move on. You wanted to immigrate, maybe. Okay, let's see. You talked about this part. Do you want to add and share anything about being a vocal coach? I know that you enjoy this part, and I was the one who forced you.
You forced me. I know. I was like depressed from this part of being a vocalist and a girl in Iran. So you
and at the same time, you loved your coach yourself.
Yes, I loved my coach, and and okay, wait a sec. You just mentioned my coach, and my mind went to him. I was like, okay, I should call him.
Okay, you should.
So yeah, and I couldn't make any money out of my voice those days. So you just forced me to, Niki, you should go learn how to teach, how to coach singers. So. And I loved my coach, so I started a course with him. It went well, and
a teacher training, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And yeah, I'm so glad to pass those days and pass those exams.
It was a total different, let's say, level of you, maybe.
Yes, because I started
it also grows whatever you had as a vocalist yourself inside of you when you are kind of trying to transfer it to all the other students. You feel like, oh my God, I can maybe feel it inside me now much better, so that
and
I can
transfer it. And I should have like observed myself even much better to figure how do I do that technique so I can help other students or singers to find that technique in their voice. And I started to really love this career actually. So, and of course, you know, I started to have lots of good friends, to find lots of good friends from my students, you know, because I'm not
the same
just
passions you have.
Yeah, I'm not just like a, you know, you should have this, you have this practice. I'm not like that. I always like connect with people and connect with my students. So we're going to have this bond together and work with each other. So I'm so glad. Actually,
I know that you have.
Thanks to you.
No, it's okay. It's really my pleasure. I know that these days you're working with some of your students for a performance, like when you work, you feel like, okay, this is great, I know. But how do you choose? Maybe do you feel like you need to work with some of your let's say colleagues now who are at your level, or you always are looking for some different levels to work with? I mean, the genres maybe that you are singing
For my singing?
in your own like performance.
How do I choose
How
to
do you-
work with who?
With who?
Okay. Interesting. Maybe I don't want to share my secrets, but absolutely genre, yeah. You know, and also not just genre, because I sometimes mix lots of genres together and create new things, and that's the beauty of art, I guess. But I really see their ability, and these days it's so
The voice, you mean?
for like if I want to work with another singer, absolutely. If I want to work with another musician, like a guitarist or guitar player or a drummer or something, I really search for good quality, you know, because I sometimes feel like, seriously, I feel like I'm good. So I really need to be a part of a group that they're very good at their job as well.
Exactly.
Because I can figure like a song or create a song like this super quick.
Exactly. That's why I'm asking, because sometimes personally I feel like you're not working that much that I expect. Then I feel like, okay, you're kind of peaker, maybe peaky at this part, and you don't like working with anybody who's around you.
Because it makes me frustrated, actually. Like I see that, okay, it's like a chord, just play it. Or you know, I feel this group activities as a musician is like you should practice your part by yourself in your house, in your home studio or something, but by yourself, and make it very well, and then come to other other member of the band and practice with them and make it very beautiful. And lots of that's such a shame, actually. Lots of musicians just come and they practice with you as sort of a rehearsal, and it's like their first practice, you know what I mean? It's like they didn't have any practice by themselves, so they are just trying to figure the piece out.
So this is the important part.
Yeah, and I'm
you
gonna
want
be
some hardworking people around you.
Yes, because I do that like for myself as my part. I do it like every day, like doing warm-ups, doing song studies, analyzing, find my voice in that piece. You know, it's a job that I have, and I don't really like people who don't get their job serious, or they do not work on it. I don't. Yeah. I really see their passion, their abilities.
Practically, I helped your friends if they are listening to us. Okay, cool. I got it. That was the secret. Okay, how about this? You have lots of students, and the question is, do you think all of them can be a vocalist? I mean, is that like by getting this training, everyone can sing?
Yeah, everyone can sing if they practice correctly and in a healthy way. But it really depends on their goals, because lots of my students, they just come for their hobbies and they really want to just sing it for themselves or their friends. But lots of others, they are like, we want to have this performance at the end of this month, at the end of this year, I don't know. So yeah, it's like yeah, it depends.
It depends.
Yes.
On on the exact goal of the person,
Yes.
of the student.
Yeah, and if somebody wants to be very professional singer, professional at their part of being in a band, they really have to really work on it. You cannot like
Even if they are natural.
Yes, it's not like that. Yeah, you can have a good gene in singing, but if you don't like care about that, and you just put it aside, no, you cannot reach anywhere.
I also have the gene, but I had never practiced or.
You're good. Some days I feel you.
Vocal. I am. Okay, and it's been almost 30 minutes here.
No, it's
with
30
you.
seconds, man.
Yeah, it passes quickly. But I wanted to ask you about the voice that you attended last year. But I think we're gonna talk a lot about it. And okay, here is the deal. You're gonna come back. We're gonna have another session, okay?
Okay,
Good.
that's my pleasure.
Oh, thank you. And thanks to you, my audience. It's the spot here. And if you want to have such episode talking in English with me about your life, about your experiences, just DM me. I'm gonna contact you. We're gonna plan and have another episode with you. And thank you for listening to us. And thank you, Niki, for being here with us.
Thanks for inviting me. Thanks for having me.
A pleasure. Bye-bye, everyone.